Hi, I'm Richard Roeper, and we're counting down my picks for the top 10 movies of 2010. At number 10, Somewhere. Sofia Coppola returns to Lost in Translation territory with Somewhere, another tale about a movie star in a hotel dealing with some serious issues.
Hey, Layla.
What happened to you?
Just a little stunt work. You know, I do all my own stunts.
Stephen Dorff gives the performance of his career as an A-lister who's lost his way, and Elle Fanning is utterly natural and convincing as his daughter who's plunked down on his doorstep.
You're really good.
Thanks.
When'd you learn how to ice skate?
I've been going for 3 years.
Really?
Coppola has a relaxed, confident style that gives Somewhere a docudrama feel. It starts as a tale of debauchery and becomes one of the best movies about family I've seen in recent years. At number 9, The King's Speech. Colin Firth's magnificent performance as King George VI is the centerpiece of this film.
I have received.
With its British pedigree and a number of showcase scenes for Firth and for Geoffrey Rush, this is the kind of film that has Academy members drooling, and not just because they're old. But that doesn't mean The King's Speech is stuffy or dull, not for 1 second.
Get up, you can't sit there, get up!
Why not? It's a chair.
That is St. Edward's chair.
People have carved their names on
Listen
it.
to me! Listen to me!
Why should I waste my time listening to you?
Because I have a voice!
Yes, you do.
This is a lively, funny, surprisingly moving tale of the man who would be king, but couldn't get through a sentence without stammering, and the middle-class teacher who helped him break through and became his best friend. Number 8, True Grit. Sacrilegious as this may sound to some, the Coen brothers' take on True Grit is a far superior film to the 1969 edition that won John Wayne the Oscar.
You missed your shot, Cogburn.
Best let this go.
I thought you were going to say the sun was in your eyes. That is to say, your eye.
Jeff Bridges is a worthy successor to Wayne in the iconic role of the drunken marshal Rooster Cogburn, and Matt Damon represents a serious upgrade from Glenn Campbell as the Texas Ranger named LaBeef. Newcomer Haley Steinfeld nearly steals the movie as Maddie. She's the 14-year-old girl who hires the two lawmen to track down the cuss that killed her father.
Can we depart this afternoon?
We? You are not going. That is no part of it.
You have misjudged me if you think I'm silly enough to give you $50 and watch you simply ride off.
I'm a bonded U.S. Marshal.
That weighs but little with me. I will see the thing done.
The Coen brothers transport us to the unforgiving wilderness of the Choctaw Nation just after the Civil War and give us a story that's harsh, violent, and authentic. This is a great Western. At number 7, 127 Hours. I know a lot of you are shying away from this movie because you think it's a film about a guy who cuts his arm off to save his own life, but that's like saying It's a Wonderful Life is just about a guy who gets drunk and wrecks his car. Danny Boyle's kinetic, thrilling, inspirational film stars James Franco in a nomination-worthy performance as the thrill-seeking narcissist who comes to grips with his past while trapped with his arm pinned.
Mom, Dad, I haven't appreciated you as I know that I could. I love you guys, and I'll always be with you.
The admittedly grotesque arm-cutting scene is obviously pivotal, but it takes up only about 5% of this movie. You shouldn't deny yourself the opportunity to experience this unforgettably exciting and deeply moving film. At number 6, Toy Story 3.
Come on, let's see how much we're going for on eBay.
Don't worry, Andy's gonna take care of us, I guarantee it.
Like last year's instant animated classic Up, Pixar's Toy Story 3 gives us more heart and more insight than 95% of the live-action films out there. It's set a decade after the first two entries in the series, with Andy now about to go off to college and the toys facing an uncertain future.
Andy! That's not trash! That's not trash!
What follows is a rousing, funny, thrilling adventure equally suited for kids who weren't even born when the first Toy Story came out, and adults who know Pixar's films only become more impressive with repeated viewings. If you're not moved by the final scene in this movie, check your pulse.
Now, you gotta promise to take good care of these guys. They mean a lot to me.
At number 5, The Town. Set in the Boston neighborhoods that director and star Ben Affleck knows so well, The Town is a gritty, savvy, thrilling movie that feels authentic even when the plot stretches credibility.
4 men made me open the safe. They took me as a hostage.
Were you able to see anything at all through the blindfold?
No.
Affleck gives one of the best performances of his career as Doug McRae. He's the brains behind a 4-man crew that hits armored cars and banks. Some of the most memorable scenes in this movie are the intense, multi-layered exchanges between 2 characters.
You're like a brother to me. But I'm leaving. You shoot me? Go ahead. But you're gonna have to shoot me in the back.
Affleck also knows how to stage some big picture heist scenes.
Hey, Dave, get the plunger!
The Town is like a blue-collar version of Michael Mann's Heat, one of my all-time favorite movies. Affleck displays a sure hand behind the camera, and the cast is amazing. Checking in at number 4, The Kids Are All Right. This is a classic study of a 20-year romance with all the highs and lows and in-betweens. This couple just happens to be lesbians. Annette Bening is an Oscar frontrunner, and Julianne Moore is just as excellent. They bicker, they make love, they fret about their kids, they argue about work, and they celebrate their love for one another in one beautifully rendered scene after another.
I gave her a Valium, and I told her to relax and tried to get her to talk, you know, move her tongue around.
Yeah, actually she started teasing me, and that really helped.
I was trying to distract you.
I know, and it worked. You were really funny.
You were really pretty.
Mark Ruffalo strikes just the right notes as the kid's sperm father. He's a charming, self-pleased sort who creates all manner of havoc within the family dynamic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is a richly satisfying film with an Academy Award-level script and uniformly excellent performances. At number 3, The Social Network. From its opening scene featuring a brilliant undergrad digging himself deeper and deeper with a girlfriend, The Social Network is an electric, mesmerizing movie.
I need you. I'm here for you. Now I need the algorithm used to rank chess players. Are you okay? We're ranking girls.
You mean other students?
Yeah.
You think this is such a good idea?
This is the birth of Facebook, and it's the Citizen Kane of modern social media movies. Working from a great script by Aaron Sorkin, the brilliant director David Fincher delivers one of his most straightforward and one of his best movies. Loosely based on true events, The Social Network hops back and forth between the genesis of Facebook at Harvard in 2003 and the court cases that pitted Facebook genius Mark Zuckerberg against his former classmates.
We don't know that he's not a good guy.
We know he stole our idea. We know he lied to our faces for a month and a half.
No, he never lied to our faces.
Okay, he never saw our faces, fine. He lied to our email accounts, and he gave himself a 42-day head start because he knows what apparently you don't, which is that getting there first is everything.
I'm a competitive racer, Div. I don't think you need to school me on the importance of getting there first.
This is the classic story of an outsider who achieves the American dream through inspiration and dedication. It's also the definitive look at the way our world has been changed forever by a site that turns everyone into a star of their own personal movie. At number 2, The Fighter. Mark Wahlberg, Amy Adams, Melissa Leo, and in particular Christian Bale all deserve serious awards consideration for their work in David O. Russell's masterful film.
You gotta run against this guy. Let him punch himself out. Take him to the body, right? Get inside. Switch stances like you're gonna work his right. Hit him on the left.
You ain't me. All right, you can't be me. You had a hard enough time being you when you had your chance, and that's why you're in here.
I haven't been this inspired by a boxing film since the original Rocky. Wahlberg plays the hard-punching Mickey Ward, and Bale is mesmerizing as his older half-brother Dickie Eklund, who's training Mickey when he's not smoking crack and ruining his own life.
He's a junk bag.
Why am I the problem? I'm his blood. I'm his family. I'm the one fighting, okay? Not you, and not you. I know what I need.
And you need Dickie?
I want Dickie back. And I want you, Charlene, and I want O'Keefe. I want my family. What's wrong with that?
Mickey's torn between family loyalties and one last shot at the title before it's too late. Inspired by a true story, The Fighter is a working-class tale of redemption with Shakespearean-level issues. What a magnificent film. At number 1, the best movie of 2010, it's Inception. Christopher Nolan's Inception is a movie for the ages. It's an incredibly rich, dense, multi-layered, and beautifully rendered masterpiece. It's one of the most beautiful, one of the most complex, and one of the most challenging films I've ever seen.
We're dreaming?
You're actually in the middle of the workshop right now, sleeping. This is your first lesson in shared dreaming. Stay calm.
Leonardo DiCaprio is front and center as Cobb, who has the ability to penetrate dreams, but it's a lot more complicated than that.
You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
The special effects are jaw-dropping, the cinematography is gorgeous, the performance is uniformly excellent, and even the score is amazing. A century from now, movie lovers will be debating this great film.